Well, welcome back to Fireside Chats. Once again, I am Dave Larson, the pastor here at St. John in Woodbury, Minnesota. And it's great to have you back with a little devotional video, once again, that we like to do. And, this is a very special week for us at St. John, but really across the world. It's a special week within many churches, within many communities. And it's exciting and special for a few ways. In general culture, and most people's minds, the highlight of this week is October 31st, Halloween. Get to go out and trick or treat, get some candy, have some fun, spend time with family and friends if that's kind of one of the things that you do. So it's a very special time. But within the church world, October 31st and November 1st are both very significant days, especially in Protestant churches. We'll focus on November 1st next week with our video next week, which focuses on All Saints Day and what that day is all about and the significance of it. But again, within the church, especially the Lutheran Church, a lot of Protestant churches, October 31st is a special day because it is Reformation Day. I almost said Reformation Sunday. We celebrate Reformation Sunday this past Sunday, but that is actually Reformation Day because it marks the anniversary of the day that Martin Luther, the Reformer, nailed his 95 Theses to the church door, the castle church door in Wittenberg, Germany. And that is kind of known as the event, the significant event that launched what became the Reformation, which became the Protestant movement, which we still have today. And at the heart of Luther's works, again with his 95 Theses, his subsequent teaching and preaching and writings, was the preeminence, the priority of the true and pure gospel. Because you see, at the time that Luther was doing ministry, at the time he was a part of the church, there's a lot of things being done within the church, unfortunately, that was not scriptural, not biblical, that really made a lot of people question and doubt their relationship with God, that they doubted their salvation, they doubted their worth, that they were worthy of God's love, worthy of, again, going to heaven, essentially. And so again, there was some stuff going on, the indulgences, paying, for people to hop out of purgatory, all these things that Luther looked at and said, this is not scriptural, it's not biblical. So why are we doing this? And as he continued to dig into the Word of God, he kept coming across the gospel, that true and pure and eternal gospel that says that we are by nature and choice sinful people, that we are people who deserve God's wrath, and yet he loves us anyway. And he showed us that love through the cross, through Jesus' death and his resurrection. And this is a great week. I'd encourage you to really reflect on that gospel truth. Every single person, this is an important thing, every single person has something that is most important to them. People who believe in God, people who don't believe in God, people who have different ideologies, whatever it is, every single person has something that is at the core of their cores, the core of their being. And that's what I call their faith. Everyone has faith, whether they are aware of it or not. And for us, as the baptized, redeemed, forgiven, beloved children of God, as we reflect upon the gospel, we see that this is our core. This is what drives us. And so as we live our lives each and every day, what should drive us is this gospel. This gospel that says that we are loved, that we are forgiven, we are covered in God's grace. That when we go to work, when we interact with our family, when we interact with our friends, when we enjoy hobbies, when we just live our everyday life, that gospel, that true gospel, the eternal gospel, that should be sitting in the core of our cores, driving us as we live our lives filled with God's goodness and his mercy and his grace. And so again, that's my encouragement to you this week. That as you look at your life, and you look at what you've done, maybe some things you're not proud of, but whatever your life looks like, I pray that you would look at it and say, at the heart of who I am, at the heart of my life, at the heart of my existence is this gospel. This gospel that tells me I am saved by grace through faith because of Jesus. And as we live our lives in such a way, we can live freely, with joy, with peace, with contentment, because we know that we are, again, saved by grace alone, through faith alone, because of Jesus alone. So focus on that this week. Focus on that pure gospel message, this message that brings you freedom and peace. Focus on that this week and just see what kind of a difference it makes. Again, if you struggle with maybe fear, worry, anxiety, the more you focus on the gospel, just notice how maybe it'll give you a little more joy, a little more peace, a little more contentment in life. The life that God truly desires you to live, that life in relationship with Him. So enjoy your week, enjoy your Halloween, have a blessed time either getting candy or handing out candy. But above all, spend this week rejoicing in the true, pure, and eternal gospel. We'll talk to you again next week.